Welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. So this is my opinion video. This is something I started on my channel. Just kind of just sharing my thoughts. I could be just driving down the street, just thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do a video on that. So right now, this is one of my guilty pleasures that I watch. Pop the Balloon. I absolutely love that show, man. I love it. My wife is like, why do you watch that? I find it to be funny. At the same time, I find it to be sad. So it's funny and sad to me all at the same time. Sometimes I watch it, be laughing my head off, and sometimes I watch it like, dang, man, I'm kind of depressed watching it. But it's all, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. So, I put it like this to you guys. Girl's name is Arlette. I think it's Arlette Amu. Like, I can't pronounce her last name. Forgive me if I, butchered it. I like hers. Out of everybody's Pop the Balloon, I like hers because she has a certain level of class to hers, you know what I mean? Like, everybody on there, they're kind of around, I'm in my mid-30s, so everybody in there's kind of like mid-20s, to like mid-30s, somewhere around there, sometimes early 40s, sometimes early 20s. But overall, it's a good range, it's a good spectrum of, ages and people on there. And you get some really entertaining and funny moments. At the same time, I think that there are people there who's actually genuinely looking for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Now, the youngins who do their Pop the Balloon, like the early 20s, man, hey, they be in there wild. It'd be absolutely hilarious to me. I think it's so funny, you know what I mean? I think they're on there just to joke around and just do certain things, man. There's so many different Pop the Balloons out of everybody. Hers is my, my favorite, and that's the kind of one I'm focusing on. The good things about it, man, like I said, I like her show because it has a certain level of class to it. There is some humor to it at the same time. You know what I mean? I think there are people out there who, generally looking for love, you know what I'm saying? They actually want to find somebody they can match with, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And I think that to get into the sad part is, I think it also shows like where we are as society. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get on my soapbox and start preaching like I ain't doing all that. But it's kind of sad too at the same time. You know what I mean? For the men and the women. You know what I mean? I think that society is very materialistic. You know what I mean? If I'm just being honest, it's very materialistic, and you see how like through the generations how it's really, hurt us in a lot of ways. If I'm just being honest, it really has hurt us in a lot of ways. So I think that, seeing that, there on the show is kind of like, man, where people's heads be at sometimes. Now, some people on there, man, they be, mature. They be on there asking really good questions, man. Because like I said, they're actually people, who looking for people spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically that they can actually match with. But sometimes when I look at it, the sad part of me is like, dang, man, this is kind of, is this where we're at? Like, is this where we're at? You know what I mean? If a brother is 6'1", you know what I mean? You 5'5" with 3-inch heels on, you saying, yo, he's too short. It's like, wait, what? I'm 6'1", by the way. So I take offense to that sometimes. I'm like, man, wait, hold up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, everybody has their preferences. I think that's another thing. Everybody does have their preferences. So it's not to knock everybody. At the same time, there are certain things on there I see. I'm like, man, bro, like, my man making good money. He's doing good for himself. You know what I mean? Going on his shoes like, yo, he ain't worth it. Or vice versa. I've seen guys on there kind of just going home, girls like, man, you. So it's, like I said, it's funny and sad to me at the same time, but I absolutely enjoy it. I know it's pretty much taken over. It's social media. Like, you see the Pop the Balloon everywhere. Like I said, Arlette, man, hers, I think she does a great job. Her and her husband, I think, do a great job with this show, and I absolutely do enjoy it, man. I like it a lot. So, yeah, I definitely, keep up with it and I watch it. At the same time, it's like, dang, man, I don't know how she does it. Sometimes I just want to look at these people like, man, what are you talking about? But overall, man, it's just entertainment, right? I don't know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hope everybody has a blessed day. I'll see you guys soon.